Steffi makes a decision about Douglas, and Sheila has an emotional parting of ways with Deacon. Please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. In the courtroom, the judge asks Douglas if he's certain about his decision. He says he is. The judge declares that the boy wants to live with Steffi Forrester. Douglas turns to his aunt and tells her he wants to live with her. Hope gobs Steffi. Thomas reminds the boy that Steffi is his aunt. Liam tells Douglas how much he means to them. Douglas says they mean a lot to him too. Thomas tells him that he and Hope are his parents, not Aunt Steffi. At the Cliff house, Lai hangs out with Finn and Kelly and tells her son how happy she is for him and Steffi and the life they've built for the four of them. Kelly tells Lee what she and Douglas have been working on together. He wants to be an astronaut. She does too, and CEO of Forrester like her mom. She asks Finn when Douglas is coming over again. He assures her they'll schedule something soon. Kelly runs off and Finn updates Lai that Steffi's at the courthouse right now and Douglas' legal guardian is being determined. At Deacon's place, he tells Sheila there's no way she and Biddle have what they had, and can have again very easily. He kisses her hand and asks her to take a chance. Let this be our time. Sheila asks, what about Brooke? You didn't want me, you wanted her. Deacon says Sheila was right when she told him he was fooling himself. Sheila asks if that makes her runner-up. Deacon says, no way. He gushes about what they had and urges her to dump Spencer. Deacon teases Sheila that the apartment can all be hers again. She giggles. He calls Bill a Neanderthal that inherited his daddy's business and wears a ridiculous sword around his neck. He also runs a conglomerate and has a jet, and yet she's there with him. Deacon reminds Sheila that no one gets it going on like him and caresses her cheek as he talks about the feelings they have for one another. At the Cliff house, Finn and Lee speculate on what's going on at the courthouse. Finn figures the boy will choose to live with Hope and Liam. That's probably why she agreed to go along with it. At the courthouse, Douglas doesn't mean to hurt anyone's feelings, and he loves them all, but he likes it at Steffi's house. Steffi's her aunt and is really cool. And he has a great time with Kelly and Hayes. He doesn't want anyone to be mad at each other. Hope reminds the boy this will stick until he's a young adult. Thomas backs her up. It's a big decision. Hope, emotional, says he's been a part of their home for so long. She asks Steffi to please say something. Steffi tells Douglas she's so touched by his choice and is always welcome at her house. But you already have a home. Douglas asks, are you saying I can't come live with you? Steffi agonizes. At Deacon's place, Sheila tells him to stop touching her and reminds him she owes Bill everything. What you're talking about, it just can't happen. She doesn't care about his reasons. He can't talk to her like this anymore, or she'll break all contact. I need friends, Sheila implores, but you can't talk to me like this again. Deacon thinks she's scared. Sheila says she's not scared, she's smart. As quickly as Bill got her out of prison, he could have her put back there. At the Cliff house, Finn and Leigh discuss Douglas' need for stability. He thinks he and Steffi are blessed to have their little family. He muses that when Douglas visits, he fits right in. At the court, the judge tells Douglas they need to give his parents and his aunt a moment. She takes them outside of the room. Thomas declares Douglas isn't thinking this through. Hope feels it makes no sense. Steffi is completely blindsided. Hope wants her to make Douglas see it's not an option. Steffi tells Thomas and Hope they both created this situation. You need to set aside your feelings and focus on Douglas. You actually want me to reject him? Thomas fumes. Douglas is my son, Steffi. He walks out. Hope tells Steffi she loves Douglas as much as if she gave birth to him. Please, please, just put a stop to this now. At Deacon's place, he asks Sheila if she's willing to become Bill's concubine in return for her freedom. Sheila fumes that she's not his concubine. I don't want you. Deacon doesn't believe her. Sheila hisses, I don't think about you. I'm not longing for you. Everything that we had before, it's just not there anymore. She knows Deacon only wants what he can't have. She's with a man who is committed and isn't always screwing up like him. She declares, "This is it. Bill is the winner, you are a loser." She doesn't want him anywhere near her ever again. "You're going to mess everything up for me, Deacon." Deacon grabs her arm, but she flings him off and grits. "No, stop." She storms out. Outside the door, an emotional Sheila tells herself she has to forget. Both Deacon and Sheila flash through their romance. At the Cliff House, Finn hopes that after Douglas makes his choice today, he'll finally have some certainty. He's happy for the boy, whoever he chooses. At the court, Hope expects Steffi not to go along with this. Steffi argues they have to be sure not to upset Douglas or make him feel rejected. Hope agrees, but last night he said he wanted to live with her in Liam. Steffi reminds her the boy said he doesn't want to hurt them. She questioned the whole idea of a child being able to choose his guardian. But he's not rejecting Hope or Thomas. Hope wipes tears and reminds her that this is legally binding until Douglas is a young adult. Steffi has to talk to Finn, but feels maybe it's a good idea for Douglas to stay with her for a while. Hope says Steffi no. Steffi thinks Douglas will start missing the cabin and want to go home to Hope, Liam, and Beth. She loves Douglas. He's her nephew. He's also a Forrester. "I promise. I will do what's best for your son."